track, number 5 on conductor Terry.
I don't think that's why I was like, that's too much stuff to lug around anyway.
Oh, yeah.
It's easier to see the views.
Have you guys been on the train recently at all?
Just the Texas Eagle. Never a vacation.
I came from Junction, Grand Junction.
It's in the back pocket of every coach car seat or in your private first class accommodation room. When moving about the train, make sure you do so with a widened stance and always have one hand available to brace yourself in case of the sudden jolts or movement. That includes shoes, sandals, flip-flops, and boots. Bare feet and socks are not considered proper foot attire. Return back to your seat to get proper attire on before moving about the train again. There's no smoking on any public transit.
Attendant Rob Pasco speaking. Folks, the cafe is open and serving once again. Diner's already made its last and final call for breakfast. That means it's time for me to head to my breakfast this morning. However, I'll stay open at least 15 more minutes before I close down.
Yeah, I guess the Zephyr's the only one with this kind of car.
Well, they used to have it on the Texas Eagle too until COVID.
Last 8 years of volunteering on the train.
Oh, really?
So it's been a long time, so I could tell. And that train museum is to die. That's a fun town.
So, and you take it from Durango to Silver.
No. So, it runs May through October.
Alright. Does it get pretty?
Probably making reservations too far out, but you know, they can run pretty long trains. On the other hand, you know, they can add another coach and stuff like that. And they've also added some for the summer since the pandemic. A lot of their special events have 30 minutes out of town. Drop the families off at pumpkin patch. It's like the pumpkin patch. They did the dinosaur train. So fun. I've been riding around the lake. They like have everything. And that all has a cost. I hope it does. He had to spend a lot of money. He transferred some of the engines. It was a whole new thing that they figured out. Millions of dollars, so that's crazy. But they have an abbreviated train where you can take the bus. They'll transport you for you go about 20 minutes.
Yeah, the train ride the Grand Canyon. We went to Williams, Arizona.
Oh, I would love to do that.
To Williams. And it was so pretty. And they have like this big observation car that goes way back.
It's a nice way. You know, speaking of the Grand Canyon, I guess someone fell off that sky.
Oh, the Sky Bridge?
Is that the class?
Well, when we were there a few years, we were there in 2016. This woman fell off the Grand Canyon. That day we were there. We didn't know until later. So she was.
Sister told me.
I think your stuff over there.
But it is back to this. So Durango.
I can't.
We don't have good views. It's all contained with the curtains.
When you be outside, oh, it's just so fabulous. So sometimes you gotta kind of bumble up or whatever, but you know, in the spring you would have some of the snow. So yeah, it's a nice one. And then you can go Roseville. About the ancients. It's a pretty fabulous area. And then I was thinking about the drive.
So when do you start seeing some more of the views?
Oh, you know what? I was going to try to look at that on my. Is it John Matthew?
John Paul.
Do you know how to see the route where we're at? I had a hard time finding this on the Amtrak website.
Oh, the California Zephyr route?
Yeah, like you can go, I'll show you, and see what time we're going to be in Winter Park.
The trains.
Yeah, it's called Track a Train Map.
That train status?
Yeah, but it's acting up. It acts up sometimes, but it normally works.
Are we on the sunny side? No, we're not. Okay.
Oh, you're taking a video.
I mean, I think in about 20 minutes or so, we'll be getting out of town. It's kind of slow going out of Denver because I think these yards go on and on and on.
Yeah, there's multiple of them.
Well, at least you like looking at train yards.
At least.
I kind of think the graffiti's kind of fun to see.
Wow. Well, yeah, something can be pretty creative.
Here's Susie's by the back door again.
Yeah.
Through the Union Pacific North Yard. If you're a train fan, this was some good stuff. We had the marshalling yard on the left-hand side of the train with the Union Pacific Railroad. Then on the right-hand side of the train, we went by the intermodal facility operated by Renex, not Rednecks, Renex.
Yeah.
And then just beyond that was the overhead catenary wires that power the Regional Transportation District's commuter rail system. So tremendous amount of cool train stuff.
So we have like 2 hours to Winter Park. That's 30 minutes.
Oh, okay,
I'm pretty
nice.
sure they do. Yeah, yeah. Because it's Denver and then that's the next.
You know, pop up. Here. Okay, never mind.
That's the stream that supplies pure Rocky Mountain spring water to the Coors Brewery, just a few miles upstream. And then we'll go by some very attractive little yard homes, a couple of parks, a pond or two, and some very attractive salvage yards. Thank you.
They also were announcing to rotate through this stuff, you know, but
My parents are here too, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna, if we get up, I'm gonna let them have an
yeah, you
opportunity.
can just bring them if you've got a sweater or something you want to leave that you wouldn't be worried about, or ask someone like if I'm here. Or people are good about watching stuff.
Yeah, I'm
They
sure.
really are.
I'm sure it'll be fun. We had one. We did one on the way back from Dallas, just for fun. I got a bedroom for him and me. It seemed a lot more roomy. Maybe because I didn't have any luggage bags. Now I'm going.
I mean, it's like not quite like the Canadian Rockies and stuff. And you could drive through there, Rudy Ray, all those cute little towns, Silverton. It might be scary driving for you guys, honestly, because it is like the road's just carved into the place. And I'm very used to it. Some people are, you know, but it'd just be a different way to see it. Oh, we're going to be in the mountains really quick, John Paul. See how close we are?
Oh, yeah.
I think my guess was not very good. Now, as we get...
Are my eyes closed? You look disgusted.
I'm surprised they haven't announced about rotating, have they? Or, I think they have their hands full with it being such a full train. And maybe they're having difficulty with people getting, you know, the seating announcement they made. Thinking when I visit my sister, I want to ride my bike all the way up here.
That'd be fun.
Great. I like your tie-dye.
Your dad went back to
You can hear the train working now, coming up this grade.
Or connects rather, Golden with Boulder, Colorado, home of the University of Colorado, and the Golden Buffaloes, who are going to have a new coach this year, Deion Sanders. As we make our way through the Big Ten, we're going to start climbing in altitude rapidly. We'll slow our velocity down a bit as we go around some sharp curves. In fact, if you look to the left and forward right now, you can see some old hopper cars up on the hill. That works as a windbreak. Our train's going to wrap around that windbreak shortly and then go along East Ridge after that. So you can actually see 2 levels of track that we're going to go on before we get there. And so this is one of those rare moments in your life where you can see your future with absolute clarity. And then when you get to where you're at, you can look back upon where you've been, which is where we are.
These guys have such great humor.
I know, right?
Yeah, right up at the top of this little valley where you can see the track, that's where those elk were. I couldn't believe they were hanging out so close to the city. You do? That's unbelievable. I love how they have come back. That is such a success story, how they've come back.
But I always thought of the bald people being north, you know.
Yeah.
So I was surprised. I went like Googled it and everything, and I was like, oh, they do have bald people around.
You don't get this in the UK.
Look how pretty that is.
All the way down to the coach, there's a window in the train. That's really fascinating thing to think about is when it was built like in Victoria era.
So many like amazing architectural they're done in time without the mechanical impact.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes, I'll see you around. I'm gonna go off this way. Yes, thank you. You guys enjoy the ride. Yes.
Mountain Tunnel coming up right now. Off on the right-hand side, folks, you can see some of the old houses that used to house the construction workers that worked on the tunnel back in the 1920s. You can actually also, if you look up a little up the ridge here, or up the mountain, you can see the old train line called Rollins Pass. But we'll give you more information here in a little bit about the Moffett Tunnel. But in the meantime, welcome to the Moffett Tunnel.
I got a good spot right there.
I mean, I thought I heard you say
I know.
yeah. We'll be in the fourth one.
It's
Freaking awesome.
probably not 23 days. How are you doing? I'm good. I'm just chilling.
It's a deep tunnel.
It's gonna we're gonna be in here for like 10 minutes or so.
6 miles?
Yeah, something like that.
You're in the earth. I mean,
Are we going more than 60 miles an hour? If we're going 60 miles an hour, then we would be out in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
How fast do you think we're going?
don't step back. Don't step between the cracks.
Where's your toe? Well, yeah, this time of
It wasn't me.
Yeah, the year is pop.
You know, that was founded later in my university. I love you.
I don't think it's good for me to be up here. Well, yeah, there's still like gases and dynamite.
Alright, well I'm gonna be up here if you need me.
evening to bring you back into Denver. And once again, that's in January, February, and March on the weekends, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Folks, as a reminder, don't move from car to car while we're inside the tunnel. Once we are clear of the tunnel in just a couple minutes, you'll be able to move out the train as normal. And we'll only be about 12 minutes from our next station stop once we exit, which is Winter Park at the town of Fraser. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, off to the left is the Winter Park Ski Resort, and folks, as mentioned, 12 minutes away from Winter Park at the town of Fraser. Winter Park is our next fresh air break. You'll be able to step off the train for about 5 minutes as we board the four passengers, and then we'll get back underway westbound with our following stop after that being Granby, Colorado.
5 minutes of some fresh air.
Oh, yeah. Winter Park, Colorado.